Welcome back, everybody. We may be inside. We've got the bench here. I got all caught up in doing other stuff again. We got a late start, so we got to get going. I think this morning I mounted, I could be off on the math, but I think I did 10 sets of beadlocks, 10. So 40 wheels total, including unmounting some to mount them on different rooms. Anyway, I blew some hours. You know, you turn the radio on, you turn it loud, you do some stuff. But it is indeed Wheelin' Wednesday! So the camera is already in position. Everything, so I'm just going to have to... The wheels of fate are going to have to travel over here. This is a project I didn't think through. I'm going to hit the tripod, most likely. Whew. That thing weighs like 40 pounds. It occurs to me, of course, now, I probably could have made these, I don't know, smaller? But this was the size of the pieces, the little pieces of hardwood plywood that they had inexplicably at the Lowe's for $7. So that was the size the wheels came out. So what we're going to do is we might have to spin more than once. I'll just be completely honest about it, because to fill in the gaps, I put like 1 versus 6, and see there's numbers around here in the center. So that would be Argentum versus Eddie, which I think would be a great matchup, but the time draws nigh. It's Thanksgiving Eve, adult stuff. I can imagine my ear is right here. I can hear it coming over the horizon. So instead, what we'll do is we'll spin this biz, and hopefully it'll give us something good. I honestly could not be happier with where we have landed. Misdirection on Anomaly, because I think for the first time in Canyon history, we get to create a temporal anomaly. This episode will be up today. Today is Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, and Misdirection has It Came From the Workbench video, which will be going live on Saturday. So the 4 or 5 on the 26th. So what you're seeing now is a Misdirection that is in a somewhat different form than she will be in the future. So rather than spin this again, let's just wreck time. I don't want to necessarily give away any spoilers as to what's taking place in the future, and that came from It Came From the Workbench episode. But I will go so far as to say that the wheels might be different. I mean, well, the tires might be different. The wheels might be different too. It's a whole thing. So, Misdirection heading out to Anomaly. I'll just have to position out of the shadows. Will we try the gimbal today? Yeah, why not? The gimbal, as I've mentioned, has been fighting me, not just with the active track stuff, but with near constant, like it will be recording and the screen will flash a couple times and it'll just shut off, which I believe is the app and not the gimbal. But you can't use the gimbal without the app. So, we got time. The wheels picked us a good one. We are going to take Misdirection out there. Still, I've tried 3 pinion gears on this thing, and they all sound terrible. So let's take her out to Anomaly and do some wheeling around, and I'll talk some talk, and then we'll put another hole in our belts for Turkey Day. I don't know what that noise is. What? Like, I don't know what that is. It's not a sander. I don't know. Anyway, welcome out to the canyon. It is a beautiful, beautiful day in the canyon, everybody. As we have misdirection here, who is conspicuously element axled, I think I have something that I mentioned in a question I received in the comments. I believe it bears repeating here. I run a real lot of caster, by crawler standards, a real lot of caster on the front end of all my element axle rigs, and on my one Pro 44 Jake on that rig, in which I clock the C-hubs back as far as they'll go and then move the behind the axle steering to basically flip them to the top side of the knuckles to get more clearance and run as much caster as I can. And someone asked, like, is this advisible? Now, I like the way it performs because with that caster angle, it moves the contact patch on the tire, because most of the time when we're crawling, particularly on the environments here, the contact patch is right around on the front tire. So having the contact patch moved effectively when it's in a level position on the ground, the contact patch is moved forward. So what it's trying to do is, in my limited view, it's causing the tire to try to pull up more. Now, where this becomes something of an issue is where if you are to run a tire that does not have a lot of side lug, because you're relying a bit more on side lug with all that caster angle. Now this is a tire without side lug. It's like I mean, it sounds kind of like a sander. Maybe like an air sander, like a jitterbug. I don't know what else that could be. So without side lug, well, that's a moment of getting, like right there. Okay, right where we're sitting right there. Stick with me. If I had more side lug on the front tires, both on the left front, the inner, and the right front inner, I think I could get a little more grab right there. So I will try to just manipulate it with speed instead, with wheel speed. And that works, but you can see now we've got the rear. There's effectively no wheel time on misdirection on these tires. The video of future past has a completely different wheel and tire set. These were obviously in the video from yesterday, and they were part of the grand remounting. So as a portion of the great remounting, I thought misdirection a perfect choice for further testing of the Vanquish VXT2s, because with their 5-inch height, they really do need to be on a rig that is fenderless. And misdirection being a kind of a Capra, definitely fenderless. I'm liking them so far. In my review, I said good but not great. I stand by that. But I don't think they could really show themselves as much on Ground Fox Origin as they will be able to do here. They did get a wash because that sticky compound, I don't see. There's the first gimbal cutout of the day. I don't even know where it cut out because I don't watch the screen as much as I watch the rig. So, that was poor. That was poor. Every time I make a change like this, and this is a fairly substantive change. Oh, Active Track kept working through the little shutdown there. Every time I make a change like this, I have to reevaluate the way I wheel it. And Misdirection has gotten a lot of changes recently. Whole powertrain upgrade. I have to do something about the pinion spur relationship, and Still a little, I think it needs a little more time in the program, or maybe dial that. I don't know if the drag brake force is all the way to 10, but it could use a little more. We are asking a lot of that. I mean, we saw how wee babby that motor is. I was digging through the bins and I found the next step up. This is a 3530. I think it's a 3536. I've got that one in 1400 kV instead of the 1700. Might possibly swap that in here to check it out. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna run her on the 1700. I'm liking it. Oh, we've lost. I'm liking it overall. And the Vanquish tires, that red compound, they don't seem to like to get dirty. Whereas like a deep woods or a canyon trail, or even to an extent things like tusks, they don't care. They can get loaded up with mud and still go. These, oh, that was good right there. You gotta aim these tires into, they're like rock climbers, not rock crawlers. You gotta get into the little holds. I'm gonna see how we can pivot over this. I'm having to go a little manual here because active track has dropped out. Oh, okay. Can we hold this? I don't want to turn down. I did not want to turn down that much. So off the topic of misdirection for a moment, and on the topic of the DJI Osmo 6, it is a recurring and to a degree unfortunate theme in my life, which is fantastic hardware, just not great software. Like the software that you have to put in your phone, I'm on all the current everything. They just did a big update to the software, the DJI Mimo, and it's still not great. It's okay. Now, the unit itself, amazing. The sole drawback being that they, what company could I use as an analogy here? You have to use the software to get any of the functionality of the gimbal. Like I can't do this without using the software. I can do this, but it's like herky-jerky. It's not real smooth. I can't do any of the tricksy stuff that the gimbal will do. So you're forced to use the Mimo software. And the Mimo software it's not great. How about some low speed over there? What is that? I don't know. It's not a drill. Really, I mean, like Jitterbug Sander is the only thing I can think of, really. I don't think she is going to hit the line that far left. So let's try to do a little self reposition here. Yeah, could definitely. Come on. Now I have to get up. So what I'm going to do now is resist my basal urges, which is go back to what you know works. I want to get some wheel time on these tires, and I think this is the platform to do it. She was good on the Hunk Tusk combo. But yeah. These oh, look at that good. Look at that excellent squish there. But I want her to be amazing, and oh, come on. Show me amazingness. Vanquish red compound. Oh, that was my bad. Got to stay on it a little longer. Nice. Really nice. They're good tires, and I'm hoping that they break in to be great tires. Anomaly really is a playground. Again, I did it again. I have checked that pinion spur mesh I don't know how many times, and it still sounds horrible at anything above tip-in RPM. Oh, there's... I don't think I can extricate myself from that. Hey, all right. Proving myself wrong is one of my favorite things to do. Come on. You can get over that. This is another one of those, you know, trying to get up to that chalky mess, the hardened concrete in the shape of the bottom of a wheelbarrow. Trying to get up to that is a tough proposition, even swinging really far right here. Ooh. I can tip in the tiniest amount, and it's really holding right there. I've got it. I don't know if I need to change because I had a bunch of run out in the spur on the plastic adapters, and I put the slipper stuff on there. It's trying to get that left rear to do something, but it still really feels off. I think I need one of those, oh yeah. Who makes it? There's that. There's an adapter for the Element. There's that the adapter to run a 3-bolt spur. I think that might be what I need, because I'm not having good luck on this rig with the associated hex spurs. Come on. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I can find the line to get over this without. Oh, no, come on. Oh, that was. I tried for the slow, and it didn't work. I just know that she could be completely silent. But in 48 pitch, I'm running I think there's a 14 in there now. I'm thinking, as the low speed control is so good, I'm thinking about going up to help improve that mesh. Go up to like maybe an 18. I don't want to go as far as a 19. That's a big gear change. I don't think that is. I don't think we can get out of that. Discretion is the better part of valor. Let us live to fight another day. I don't think I've ever really assaulted this stair step section here. Like, she can be dead silent, but once the pinion moves up above a certain RPM, row, 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 row. And I have some positive feelings about the VXT2s on here. Oh, look at that low one smashing. All right, let's get it. Let's get as vert as we can get here. Kind of walk it. I want to walk it back towards the camera here to try to make this. I can see where the links are going to grab up. All right. Nope. Too much pivot. Yeah, they are a sticky thing. Oh, that's a decent bus. That was my real first bump attempt on the VXT2s. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, even without the side, like, nice clawing up there. Very good. Let's see if this track will hold. Yeah, the low speed on the 1700 is so good, but it makes me think, well, how good is the low speed on the 1400? Oh. But I seem to remember, if I'm remembering the chart in my head, I think the 1700 was rated at more watts. So it should be a little more powerful than the 1700, but than the 1400, but the 1400 should then have a little more torque. Yes, I think I might be willing to trade the torque, go up and, well, see, with the 1400, I could definitely run like an 18, 19 tooth pinion. I want to get that. I want to get over that right there. But it's right at that tipping point. I think that's too much RPM. I'm trying to get that right front. Now the right front's in zero contact. But did we walk it over? I have learned at least one thing today. We'll go so far as to say I've potentially learned two things today. One is I'm definitely going to continue the VXT2 experiment on here. The other is I don't have to look at anything else on the screen except where the record button is. It's over on in the middle on the right hand side, like where the home button would be on an old iPhone. That bird is crazy. While recording, it's a circle with a red square in it. And when the camera, well, I'm sorry, not the camera, when the app driven camera just inexplicably shuts down, the button goes to a full red circle, like a button. So it turns into a button. So it looks like a stop symbol now, and it looks like a button when it's not recording. So all I have to do is just every once in a while glance and make sure that by the way, the drag brake is doing marvelously, to make sure that the square hasn't turned into a circle. Because when it turns into a circle, it's no longer recording, and I'll just keep rambling on, and it won't get any of it. That's good. That's good right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the VXT2s on here for at least for a while. Now, what I've done there, I cannot get out of. Let's see if I can come across, get over the chalk here on the. Let's try in closing. Let's try to get up over this big concrete knob here. This is gonna want to flip this over. You can see that high side tire is nope. Hey, but we landed on our wheels, so we get a mulligan on that. Get a bump. Bump is a little, it's not super snappy, which I think comes down to how small that motor is. And this is not the position I want to be in, or is it? Woo! I got to admit, the VXT2s, they caught me off guard right there. I didn't think that was going to grab up. I think we're all possibly thinking the same thing right now, which is put some front weight on her. She needs a weighted diff cover. She needs weighted knuckles. She needs something. I think her weight balance right now is just too evenly split. And just a little bit of weight in the front, because this combo is pretty light, so she's probably just barely over 5 pounds. And like right there, just a little knuckle weight would be pushing that left front down. So there's some more tweaking to test. Try dialing in more drag brake. Perhaps try it might actually be a 1450. Maybe you try the 1450, a little bit longer of a body outrunner in place of the 1700. I'm going to stick with the tires for a while. I think the spring setup is good. I think the link geometry. I should have known that I had gone on too long and was talking about something that was important to my brain. Because not only did it close out, like the app crashed completely. That clip was out to almost 4 minutes long, and it crashed all the way to where I had to re-unlock the phone. Like it locks the phone, it crashes so hard. And it just crashed again. I get the feeling that until this software gets updated again, the gimbal is going to be used pretty sparingly. I don't know how choppy my dialogue is going to be through here as it just keeps crashing. So with that, I think the gimbal is telling me to bid you all adieu for the day, to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. To those on North America, right? Like US and Canada do the Thanksgiving. To anyone else, to my loyal viewers in various places around the globe, I wish you a happy Thursday. And I hope you have a good Thursday. And then, of course, us over here in the land of excess, Friday is Black Friday. I'm going to make a concerted effort to stay home, mix concrete, shoot a State of the Canyon video, and not go out into the dangers of the world. So have a good one, everybody. I will see you all again before the weekend. I will not be seeing you tomorrow. We all get a day off, right? And I do hope you will comment below. I hope you have a wonderful couple days. I hope you tune in for the next one, watch some old videos, have a generally good time. If your weather is as nice as what we've got going on here, you know, what better time to do some wheeling? I don't know what it's like elsewhere. Greetings from the land without winter. And with that, we bring this installment of Wheelin' Wednesday to a close. This is good. I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot. I hope you enjoy it as well. And if you do, then I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. And in the meantime, I ask just one thing of you all, and that is to do your very best. To have a good one, everybody.